Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about Andrej Karpathy's LLM knowledge base post that he had made almost a month ago. He had talked about how we could ingest knowledge using Obsidian's web clipper in our Claude Code, and how we can use Obsidian as front end and use Claude Code to do Q&A. At Incubyte, we created a second brain plugin just for this. So our goal was, can I go ahead, if I have to do research, can I go ahead on web, let's say look into different papers, create my own knowledge base, and then create based on that sort of my second brain. I'm going to show you what I have so far. This is my Obsidian. This is all the different papers that I have come across, which I created in my, which I added in my Obsidian. And then based on that, I created a wiki. We will see just in a bit how I created this wiki, and here are my concepts. And if you look at it, this is how my knowledge graph right now looks like. I'm going to go ahead and open some other paper from Erexiv. Let's say I'm going to open something on economics. Let's open a new paper from economics. Let's go to the HTML source, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a clipping. So here it is. My clipping is right here. I have added it to my Obsidian. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open my Claude Code. I have created a second brain, and I'm going to say, go ahead and ingest this. So whenever I run second brain ingest, what it's going to do is it's going to find any of the clippings. Is there a clipping that's not yet injected? Once it has found that clipping, it's going to go ahead and deconstruct it, find all the different concepts which may be in there, create it, add it in my wiki, and then create a summary page for that. Now, as it goes, it may take a few minutes. What I'll do is I'll also go ahead and open another session. For me, I have kept my wiki in a folder called KB, and I'm going to start it over here. So what else can I do? Of course, now I have started creating my own knowledge base, my own second brain, so to speak. Can I go ahead and ask it things? So here I go. I'm going to say second brain ask, and let's ask, how do I manage, or rather, what are the top 3 best ways of managing memory with my coding tools? Now what it will do is, based on all the research that I have done, it's going to go through my wiki, all the concepts, and it's going to find different top 3 ways of managing memory with my coding tools. Now, one of the things that the Andrej Karpathy's second brain post talks about is that it's not just about how it searches and how the knowledge is presented. What we could do is, right after we create or we get our answers, the plugin is going to ask me whether should it create a markdown or a presentation for me, and I can say yes, please create a presentation for me, and it's going to create a small 1 or 2 or 3 slide presentation. Maybe let's see how it, here are the answers that we have. So if you look at it, it went ahead and it gave us all the answers. It's telling us what are the top 3 best ways to manage memory and preserve context across coding sessions. And in the end, it's going to ask me, should I go ahead and create a presentation? And I can say yes, go ahead and create a presentation. What it will do is, in the end, it will create a beautiful HTML, one single HTML for me, which I can double click on and see it as a presentation. Let's give ourselves a quick minute and see where it goes. Here it's asking for which audience do I want to do it. I'm going to say I want to do it for my own team, and it should take no more than, let's say, 10 minutes. On the other side, it's saying that it went ahead and ingested the file that we had clipped using Obsidian Web Clipper. Here it's still creating the presentation, but I want to quickly recap what we did so far. We went ahead and we ingested something that we had collected over internet. We asked question to our wiki, and then we also told it to create a PowerPoint. I think one of the things that I had learned a few months back is that as the AI becomes more commonplace, having knowledge is not going to be as important as the skill of acquiring knowledge. And that's why your strategy of how you acquire knowledge and how you interact with it should constantly keep changing. And I think this approach can play a vital part in that. Now I see that it's creating a PPT. Here it is. It quickly created a PPT over here, or not even a PPT. It created a presentation which I can go through and show it to my team. And that's that. And it will show all the links of different research that it referred to while creating the PPT. Well, thank you so much, and happy acquiring knowledge.